Ooni of Ife's wives were frightened as Odua traditional court gave the Geisi ruling house elders the right to banish wives who are threats to the throne. My people, wonder shall never end. Oh, they say the wives are now running helter-skelter. They thought it was going to be business as usual. From the information we gathered, Kabiyesi is in seclusion right now, and the Geisi elders are the ones in charge at the moment. And Kabiyesi have also given them the power to take care of the wives in terms of their behavior, controlling their excesses and all of that. And these Geisi elders, they know what the wives are doing already. And they know that some of these wives are agent of destruction to that throne. And from the information we are gathering, they have told them to move. And before they move to the olori quarters, the Geisi elders have told the wives to move to the olori quarters. They refused. And they said they are going to take an oath to protect the throne by all means. Do you know the reason why these elders are doing this? They might not be doing it necessarily because they love Kabiyesi, or maybe they love Kabiyesi because Kabiyesi is their own. Another reason they are doing this is because of the fact that if the activities of these ladies, as in the wives to the king, affect Kabiyesi in such a way that it will also affect the throne, it is going to affect all of them. All of them. It's not going to be just the Ogunwusi family. It is a general something. And knowing how far they went, as in how hard it was for them to become, to take over this throne from this other Lafogidi and the other ruling houses. It was a very big battle for them. And they are real elders who understand the politics very well. They are not going to fold their arms and watch Kabiyesi and his activities with women destroy their effort. No, they are not going to do that. And that is why they have taken it upon themselves to do anything within their power to see that the throne is protected. And this also includes making sure that Queen Naomi returns back to that palace, because they know how much impact and how important Queen Naomi is to that throne. Reason is because we have heard how Kabiyesi took Queen Naomi to the sacred forest, sacred tree in the Odua sacred forest to take an oath with Queen Naomi. Kabiyesi presented Queen Naomi to the gods as his original wife, his wife. Not only that, they said the 14th rituals was carried out on Queen Naomi before that marriage. He also presented Queen Naomi as a virgin to their gods, and their gods accepted Queen Naomi wholeheartedly. They decided to protect Queen Naomi, to make Queen Naomi the head with Kabiyesi on that throne. So anything that affects Queen Naomi affects Kabiyesi, because they believe so much in their gods, and their gods also accepted them that way. Right now, we're hearing that the gods are angry with Kabiyesi, and that's why there was a dark cloud in the palace which have refused to leave the palace. I don't know if it is still there right now, but the last time we heard, they said it was still there. And this is sign of danger. And I don't think there's any reasonable elders who will who will come to a royal home and notice that there is dark cloud. They will keep quiet. They are not going to keep quiet. And in their quest to know the cause of that dark cloud and what can be done to remove it, they find out that the wives of Kabiyesi have their own role, the role they played to bring those things there, which is their activities against Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi. Maybe they did it to protect Kabiyesi, kind of protection. What the kind of protection I mean is to have Kabiyesi all to themselves, or to manipulate Kabiyesi into accepting them or doing their biddings. Women, they can do anything. It's not good for two women to be sharing one man, no, seriously, because it will bring out the beast in that woman. Not only that, it will even make them to turn to what they are not before. Unless And that is why Queen Naomi is saying that I don't want, because there is no how you'll be in such situation. You find out that the competition is much, both spiritual competition and physical competition. If you don't want to compete, they might go as far as buying you or push you aside, that you would even forget that you are in a marriage. So these women, they are doing a whole lot. And Kabiyesi is unable to control their excesses. Kabiyesi is unable to put them to their places. But the Geisi ruling house have come out to help Kabiyesi achieve that. And they know that the moment they achieve that, the throne will have lesser problem. You know? And they have told these women to move. The women said they are not going to move. You will take an oath. They said they are not going to take an oath. It's not as if the elders does not know what to do to them, but the elders want to take things in a procedure, as in a normal way. They said the elders now went to report to the Odua traditional court. This Odua traditional court is their supreme court, as in the highest court in Yoruba land. That is where they settle everything. They don't believe in going to this court, a normal court. No, they don't believe in that. If you have any issue, especially in the palace, especially royal issues like this, take it to Odua traditional court. And from the information we are hearing, they have not started taking bribes, because you know that the moment they start taking bribe, problem will start coming. They said the present judge, the overall judge right now, is not taking bribe. That even if you try to bring it, that he will warn you to stay or to stop that. If not, that the gods will strike. So, because the Geisi ruling house want to show everyone, all and sundry, that what they are doing is just to protect their throne. They are not trying to hurt the wives of Kabiyesi for any reason. Because the reason I believe they went as far as going to this Odua traditional court is because there are women from other ruling houses in that marriage, especially the Lafogidi house, who are the major people that give them wahala in that Ile-Ife kingdom, from what we are hearing. So I believe that the reason they go to that Odua court is such that even when the Lafogidi house will rise, you treated our daughter wrongly and all of that, they will have evidence. So they went there, and because that traditional court also consists of both the four ruling houses and other chiefs from other places, any court, any issue that is settled in that court is final. So that is why they decided to go there. Then, when they got there, they presented their case. The Odua Council of Chiefs, the traditional court, they looked into it. After all said and done, they gave the Geisi elders the full right to banish without looking back any wife who is a threat to that throne. And being a threat to that throne, if you are fighting Queen Naomi, you are a threat to the throne, knowing that Queen Naomi is the chosen one. If you are manipulating Kabiyesi with juju, you are a threat to the throne. Because we all know that when Kabiyesi is manipulated, his decisions will also be manipulated. I don't know if you get what I mean. So these elders are very, very angry with the wives. So they gave them a whole lot of rules pertaining that banishment. Anyone who can go as far as threatening the life of another olori is a threat to the throne. Because if an olori buy another olori on the throne, it is going to affect the throne. So they said they gave the elders the full right to banish any one of them. Even though they said banishment is not part of their traditional Yoruba tradition. Yes, they said they are not good with banishment. But in Igbo land, is as easy as that. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow. But this time, something that makes them to give them such go-ahead order to banish, you know that is a serious case, very serious. So when this information got to the wives, that the Geisi elders have obtained right and authority from the traditional court to banish any wife who is a threat to the throne, they said they became afraid. They became so afraid. Reason is because they know that their hands are not clean. All of them are doing one or two to maintain the relationship. This life, no balance. See, if care is not taking that revelation, that prophecy, that these wives are going to be leaving that palace, maybe the prophecy is about to manifest, because sometimes prophecies do delay, and at the end of the day, it will all manifest. Then they said the wives will leave the same way they entered. It's going to be one wife standing. Let's just watch and see. Anyway, guys, don't forget that these are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.